Great to be back at our desk location with Joel Berry, West Durham, and Micah Shrewsberry's here, getting ready to crank up and roll it out there for year 3 in South Bend. How you doing? Busy
doing
day?
Great. Yeah, busy day, but whenever you're here, it means the season's right around the corner.
It's getting closer.
And you got familiar names that are back. You've added some guys. And a year ago, I was up there for a game, and we were talking about Jalen Harrelson. And what that would mean to your team with Marcus Burton. Now that it's happening, you've got practices, you've got scrimmages, all those things in place. Given you've got Braden, you got Sir Muhammad. I mean, you got some returning guys with collateral in this. What's Harrelson's arrival signal for Notre Dame?
Yeah, it's been really fun. I think this year's team is the first group of all guys that I've recruited.
Yeah.
And now you can start to see a little bit of how we want to play. The best teams I've ever been around, coach, as an assistant coach, head coach, we've always played with 2 point guards at one time. And they're not necessarily, maybe both of them aren't true point guards, but they both have that capability. Jalen gives us that with Marcus, right? Sir Muhammad gives us that. So now we're playing multiple ball handlers at a time. It's allowing us to play a little faster, have multiple guys getting into the paint.
I mean, you can just keep saying that. I played with another point guard in Marcus Page, and I thought that it makes things easier. You can get the ball off of the board and you can outlet it. You don't have to try to find the point guard. But then also you can initiate the offense a little bit quicker, which is why I'm always a fan of playing 2 point guards. Do you think playing another point guard next to Marcus Burton will help him, and how will you be able to put him in different places on the floor to where it's not him initiating the offense and now he looks and everyone's playing the box to try to stop him?
Yeah, it makes him harder to find.
Yeah.
Right? Like you knew where he was every single time. He had to get the outlet. He had to bring it up the court. And it's easy to game plan for people to see. That's still hard to stop him, but it's easy for them to game plan. Now he may have it. He may have it and kick ahead to somebody and sprint through the other side. He might run ahead and one of those guys start offense. So he's moving around a lot, and it's making it tough for people to kind of get into his body.
Yep.
We spend so much time the last couple of years. I think Marcus Burton is a fascinating player in this league. His ability to get in traffic, his ability to finish. Now that he has kind of a wing guy with him, what have you challenged him to do to get his game to another level, Micah?
Yeah, he's been fantastic with his passing this year. You can see the work he's done. He's put in a lot of work in the off season, working throughout the summer. He's really finding guys, playing in pick and rolls in different ways, coming off handoffs, but his passing is really improved, whether it's pocket passes, whether it's skip passes, overhead hooks out to the corners. We have a lot more shooting around him, which is giving him more space to operate. But the moment people leave, he's finding those guys.
Coach, when you talk about, the first year is kind of like you're just laying the foundation. The second year, you're finally putting up the walls. Now it's the third year. How do you feel like this is the year when you look at this roster, you look at the kind of sort of the pressure that's around, do you feel like this year is the year where you take that next step?
I think so. I've been, if you ask our guys, I'm probably the kinder, gentler coach, right? Like,
wait a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I feel happier going in every single day to practice, right? Like how we communicate back and forth, how these guys work, how they compete. Like all for us is coming together in the right way. Now the 2 challenges for our group, physically and mentally tougher. Yeah. Physically, we picked up John Sanderson, right? He was a transfer addition for us as a strength coach. Our guys are stronger. They're bigger. They're more physical. Now, mentally, we got to be able to handle adversity better. We got to win close games, which should help us improve.
Health has also got to be a stability thing, right? Because that's kind of taken you sideways at times in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it has. Marcus and Braden played 18 games together last year. Right. Marcus missed 8 in the middle of the year. Braden missed 7 at the end of the year. Matt Alacco, who we picked up last year and was going to be a huge part of our success, he missed a bunch of games also. So we just didn't have those guys all at once. Where now, everybody's got to stay healthy, right? That's important for any team. But I feel like we have the depth to now cover it if there was some unfortunate incident.
Is there a silver lining to Sir Muhammad getting back on the floor after missing the start of the season? And then Cole Serta played some minutes for you, hit some big shots now. I mean, there's a silver lining to that experience that I think you can capitalize on too, right?
Absolutely. I think that sophomore class, Sir Muhammad, Garrett Sundra, Cole Serta, we're looking for those guys to make a jump for us to really help us, right? And Sir was hurt all year, and he missed the non-conference, got back in conference play, but you need those non-conference games as a freshman. But getting his feet wet now, the way we're playing, he's back normal. He's handling the ball more. He's playing in ball screens more, which he's really good at. Cole made big shots, like you said. He had 12 late in the year against Pittsburgh.
Yep.
He had 8 at Wake Forest. He had a game winner against Stanford in limited minutes. He's a gunner, like with no conscience, and I love it, right? Because he's another guy that you can put in that has shooting, and now he has experience.
Coach, when you look at, what's going on right now, where do you have confidence saying, okay, my team, I know this is where we are, and we are pretty solid in this place, and then looking at, okay, this is where we need to get a little better before the first game tips off? Yeah,
just playing together a little bit more. We added a couple of new pieces, guys that, adding our freshmen, that'll help us. Jalen and Brady Kaler, Ryder Frost, that freshman class.
Yep.
Carson Tout was a transfer for us.
Yep.
Just adding those guys to the mix of who we have, just to get that late game experience together as much as we can in practice before we get to the season. I love the way we're playing offensively. We're playing at a fast pace. The ball is popping from side to side, and we got a bunch of shooting. We're making shots. Now defense for us is all about effort, like playing with multiple efforts and then being physical and getting on the glass so we can start playing offense again.
Mike, I know you said this earlier in this preseason run-up to practice and things like that. You think this will be your best defensive team at Notre Dame?
I think it can be really good, right?
Okay.
We're like I said, we're physically stronger. Like when you guys see our team, you're going to see a difference in the guys that are bigger and stronger, the muscle to help us protect the paint, right? Like we have historically done a pretty good job of not letting you get to the paint. But when you got there, you probably scored. We got to do a better job keeping you out of there. But now with more length, more activity, more physicality, we're trying to keep people out of the paint. And we've been a good, historically, defensive rebounding team. Now let's just force one shot and go rebound it.
Yeah, it's interesting because we've heard coaches talk about their schedule. I think there are other teams that when you leave here – before the season starts, that next 3 weeks, that's a pretty premium piece for you, isn't it?
It is. I just look, we have our first exhibition next Friday.
Yeah.
Get a chance to play against somebody, and then the Friday after that. But, this Friday is important for us. Like going back and practicing tomorrow, these days there's still little things we want to work on, little things we got to keep getting better at and hone in on. We're not going to be at, we don't want to peak early, but we want to be good early, right? That's for our league to be really good. All of us need to hit early in November and December. So we need to do our best so we're good early.
Coach, when you look at, there's always one piece in your team or always one piece of the puzzle that's saying, okay, if this clicks right here, our team can be very successful. What do you think that is for your team?
I think for us, we've put a lot of emphasis on possessions, winning possessions, and that's getting it back on the glass or not turning the ball over, right? Mm-hmm. And that's something that we've really hammered away at because I feel like we have a good offensive team, but, like, we got to get the shots.
Right, exactly.
Like, the ball's not going in if you don't even shoot it, right? Yeah. We got to get the shots. But when we do get shots, we got a chance to go get it back now, right? We got some guys that, like I said, are bigger. Our wings are bigger at 6'7". Jalen's 6'7", 220, right? Like Sir Muhammad's 6'6" and 215 pounds. Those guys are flying in from the wings and rebounding. Adding Carson Tout, like one thing that in transfers is rebounding translates everywhere.
Sure does.
That man goes and gets the basketball when it goes and gets up on the glass.
Yesterday we spent a few minutes with Hubert Davis, and, of course, he's going to coach his son this year. Elijah's going to play for him at Chapel Hill. Now you're getting ready to roll through year 3 here with Brayton. Still good? Y'all still good?
Yeah. No, we're still good. It's I can't believe it's 2 years are already gone.
It's crazy, right?
I think, I spent time with a good friend that coached his son this past weekend.
Yeah.
And he sent me a long text message that he had gotten from another coach that coached his son.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me to enjoy the moments together and, give him the same praise that you would other players on your team.
Yeah.
So that's something that, I'm going to try and do more so we can enjoy these last 2 years together.
How's Mom been on shot selection?
Mom needs more of everything when it involves her son.
How about that, Joel?
That sounds about right.
He takes heat from the kid, goes home, and still gets in the oven.
That's right.
It's just part of it. I'm not going to say too much. I don't want to get myself in trouble when I get home. You're not going to put that on me.
I mean, it's one of the fascinating pieces, and it's so special. I mean, it really is. And in this day and age, and Micah, you know this in your career, the way this sport has changed, to be able to have that is so special, I got to believe, right?
Yeah, it is special. Like I said, we've gone through some tough seasons together.
Yeah.
But I know, all of our guys are super invested in what is happening at Notre Dame. But I know that, his investment level is a little bit higher than everybody else's, right? Mm-hmm. There's no – things don't go well. He doesn't get to stay at Notre Dame. He got to roll with Dad. So, so good. We're locked in step for step, man. Wins and losses, he feels those just like the rest of the coaching staff.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Coach, just with all that's going on, transfer, the up and downs of the seasons, we've seen some of the press conferences, just being real. How's the joy level? Because you got to keep it in. You got to put it in perspective. Yeah. All that's going on.
Oh, absolutely. And I said it in the press conference. This is what I signed up for. Yeah. Right. I was in the NBA and I chose to come back. Yeah. Because I wanted to be a part of college basketball, and I'm loving every single moment of this. You still get a chance to mentor kids. You still get a chance to let them have a great student-athlete experience. You still get a chance to coach them and make them better players. And if you do all of that and they still decide to leave, you're at peace with what you've done.
Yep.
Right? So there is no bitterness. Everybody gets to make choices, right? I made a choice. I left Penn State to come to Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. Everybody else should have that same choice. Just give your all to these players. Give your all to this program. And then, that's why we've had a lot of guys come back, because they appreciate how we've treated them and what we've done for them.
Yeah, well, you've done a terrific job first couple of years. Looking forward to watching this team unfold this year. Thanks.
Yeah,
great to see you as always.
Thank you, guys.
Micah Shrewsberry, head coach at Notre Dame, with us here at the desk.